It's no secret that plumber's insurance, especially in New York, isn't cheap. Are you looking at the cost for insurance for your plumbing business? Do you want to get quotes so you can compare insurance rates? Do you want to know how to get the best coverage? Hi, my name is Gordon Coyle, and we're going to get into all of that in this video coming right up. So, are you a plumbing contractor looking at a renewal increase and searching online for quotes? Or maybe just a second opinion on your business insurance? Do you want to find out if the costs you're paying are in line with others? Or are you curious if you have the right coverage? Let's dig in. After being in the insurance business for the past 40 years, I totally understand that insurance is not the favorite thing any business owner wants to buy or even talk about. I get it. It's confusing, it's time consuming, and it's expensive. Plumbing contractors that have never had a claim and see the costs go up every few years just get more aggravated and more aggravated. I understand. So many plumbers will turn to Google and start a search for quotes online. Here are my big takeaways from getting quotes online. First, there are several online platforms which we call insurtech companies. They have very slick, easy to use methods of getting quotes, very automated. You answer a few questions and boom, a quote appears. Great, you say, done in less than 10 minutes. Unfortunately, this process of buying online in a totally automated environment without human interaction leaves you open to problems down the road. Think of it this way. I don't have the expertise you have. I can change a washer and a hose bib, but I'm pretty reluctant to sweat pipes and make soldering connections. I can do it, but I'm not always sure it's totally right or will stand the test of time. The same thing is true for insurance. And frankly, these insurtechs aren't always the cheapest. Look, if you're a one-person plumbing firm and don't have a lot to lose, then maybe doing it entirely online will be okay. Maybe. But if you've got several employees and trucks and mobile equipment, and frankly, your life is sunk into your business, maybe the DIY deal isn't such a good idea. Another thing you see online are a lot of insurance agents like me, but they have these long forms for you to fill in. I think you may expect that once you fill in the form, you'll get a quote. But nope, in most cases, that info will go to that agent and then they're going to call you for more info before they can do a quote. So, what's the solution? In my opinion, it starts with a conversation. Don't waste your time filling in forms or trying to do it yourself. I realize that most people are loath to speak to salespersons, or worse yet, speak to an insurance salesperson on the phone. Well, I get it. It's not on the top of your to-do list of things that you have to get done, but I think it's the right step, the right first step. And here's why I think that phone conversation is worth it. A skilled broker can ask you the right questions. They can review your existing coverages, pinpoint problems, find opportunities for savings, and probably do all the shopping for you. That saves you a lot of time, effort, hassle, and brain cells. The problem, of course, is how do you find that skilled broker that can do all those things? Plus, have a great staff to help you with certificates, claims, billing questions, and renewals down the road, as well as provide you ongoing risk control services to help you reduce claims, which will better manage your premiums down the road as well. That's going to take some research. Some of it you can glean from insurance agent websites. Sometimes you just may need to make some calls. And here I'm going to put in a shameless plug and say that we can do all these things for you. We have a great support team. We have a risk management system to help you control claims. We represent the top insurers that want to write good plumbing accounts, large and small. And we love working with plumbers. Okay, enough of a sales pitch. Let's get into what plumbers insurance costs. Here are the factors that drive the premiums for general liability, workers' compensation, auto, and other common coverages that plumbers need. The first is the size of your company. The number of employees, payroll, annual sales all impact your premium. Next is the type of work you do. A neighborhood plumber in a suburban New York neighborhood will pay less per employee than a commercial plumber working in an industrial setting in New York City. Next is geography. Just as I mentioned, suburban and rural areas will pay less than urban areas, especially when it comes to business auto insurance. Next on the list is claims. If you compare two identical plumbers and one has had no claims in the last 5 years and the other has had 3 claims, the one with 3 claims is going to pay more. And that only makes sense. And in today's world, depending on those claims, the contractor with 3 claims may even find it difficult to get coverage. Last is safety. This applies especially to medium and larger plumbing contractors. Those firms with a firm commitment to safety and can demonstrate good policies and procedures will do better than a contractor that flies by the seat of their pants. So, how do you reduce your plumber's insurance costs? The first thing is to speak to a skilled broker who can assess if your current coverage is accurate and with the right insurance company. While I don't recommend shopping your insurance around every year, taking a hard look at this every 3 years or so does make sense. Second, if you have a solid risk control, safety, and compliance program or system, you and your insurance agent should be bragging about it to your underwriters who are quoting your account. Third, have fewer claims. I know this can be challenging, especially with vehicles and how hard it is to get good employees today, but training and reinforcement of good driving habits and work habits make a big difference. As I mentioned earlier, the plumbing contractor with several claims will not only pay more for insurance, but may find it difficult to get insurance at any price. Now you may ask, where does my firm fall on the price spectrum? It's a good question. You want to make sure you're working with a broker who can be competitive, and I think here we rank very high on this scale. Why? Because we represent most of the top-rated insurers and have access to specialty programs for plumbers. And finally, we leave no stone unturned to get you the best quote possible. So that's my advice on how plumbing contractors should go about getting quotes, what insurance costs are, and how do you get the best coverage. Have questions I didn't cover here? Would you like to speak to me about your insurance? My contact info is coming right up and is in the description box below. You can even book a call on my calendar with a link that's there. I love helping business owners like you solve problems with insurance and risk and make sure that you're getting the best protection at the lowest cost. I work across the country and would love to hear from you. So drop me a line. Thanks.